Hello people, welcome to a vlog again. How you doing? I'm hoping you're having a good day, or a lovely day for you people. So what we're gonna do today is we're go inside the Dell and do some modification. So let's transition into Dell. So we are trend into the Dell. Oh gosh, smell like cigarettes still. Oh well. But anyway, we're gonna do some modification to the case, not inside the working part, just working fine. But I want to do some modification with this. I want to have a design. It has some rivets, so what I'm gonna do is drill the rivet, put some non-bolts, so it can be easily in and out. So that's my plan to do. So even with down here and with up here. So what we're gonna do is get a drill and drill these rivets out. Okay, so we got my I got a drill to drill the rivet. Then I got my Roby kit right here with different size of drill bits. Look in. Go around you guys, or go around my GoPro camera. I will make sure to shake the case real good. So what I'm going to do, bump up to the next size up. Go around you guys, or go around you ladies and gentlemen, so I don't bump the GoPro. That is out. So what I'm going to do next, give the case a shake. Make sure you don't have no loose spot. What I'm going to do is lay the case on its side. Well, let me go around you people. Now I'm making a lovely chippy mess on the family table. Oh my gosh. There we go. So we got that. With my Makita kit, put the Roby kit back. Put the drawer back. I'll put the stuff back inside. We're gonna be back for one. Okay, so I got screwdriver away. So what we're gonna do is pause the camera and figure out why it's not coming out. Okay, so we got the tray, so I have to cut down a little to make this slide in and out, not attach that. So that's what I'm gonna do. Take this tool, and I should able. And this. go. I didn't want to. Really? Okay, so now we got this half, so now I can put it back. Like that, like that. Like that, so I just have to grab some non-boards to put it back the way it was. So I can just do like this. Slide in. Like so. So that was my plan, make this removable. That's why I have to dwell a lot with it, seemed like. So what we do is find some non-boards real quick. So I'm gonna be... Okay, so I got the pieces cut or separated from this unit. So now I got this unit, the other half unit that I cut with the dikes, back together with screws. So what I'm gonna do is put the optical drive in the front panel back on, to put the stuff like this back together. So I'm gonna be back for one moment. Okay, so I got this back together. So now if I yank on this piece, now it's into a separate section. As you can see, it's kind of a little bit of struggle. So as you can see, I can move it and lift it out with relative ease. It can be a battle to get it back inside the way it is. So if I there we go. So now as you can see, I can slide in and out, and I can disconnect like the cord reader in a easy way behind here. So that was it for modification. So now what I'm gonna do is get back inside, and that's where I can do that's where I can decide I might as well install Linux on this computer. So we'll be back in a minute, so see you in the back. Okay, so you've seen how I had to cut pieces to separate from the other piece. Now we are working. Now we got to work. Now I can tell you what drive or component I'm going to get started with. Number one thing is my old 64 gig SSD that I have started with my custom built computer. Next up would be my sweet 20 gig Scorpio Blue drive that I have had with my laptop. So those are the two components that I'm going to install. Okay, so I got my drive slid out. This drive right here, this is a, let's see here, what the capacity. This is a 250 gig drive. This one have the backup OS, just in case the other drive decide poo. So when the other drive poo, we're going to plug this drive in as a backup. So this is what it's for. This is only for backup. Okay, let's get to the other side. Now, we have this adapter, as you can see, so we can mount our smaller drive that is designed for 2.5-inch drive. So this is 3.5 drive that is in the mounting, and we have an adapter. Take the 3.5 and downscale it to 2.5. So that's what we have right here. So what I'm going to do is screw it in, screw this in, and screw this in too. So that's what we do. Alright, so I got the solid state drive and the mechanical drive installed and screwed in. So what I'm going to do is slide the whole drive sled back into the mill, connect it back up. So I'm going to be back. Okay, so I got the drive sled slide back in. Now it's time to connect the power and data cable to this computer. So what I'm going to do, take this data cable, pop, clip in, oop, do I got back on? No, I got it, okay. There we go, clicked in. Okay, that one clicked in, so I'm not going to plug this in yet. I'm going to put Linux on that drive, and that's what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do is get a monitor and a keyboard up, at least. And we will get back in a short amount of time for you people. Okay, so I got the computer connected to a monitor and a keyboard. So what I'm going to do is turn on the power button, if I can find it. Okay, it is a quick boot menu, not the BIOS. F12. Just always take a moment to check the memory and onboard component. Uh-oh. No. No, it's going to pop a blue screen. It booted up to the booted up to my installation. That's so funny. So what I'm going to do is unplug the keyboard and mouse, see if I can get to work at least. There we go. I'll take this mouse, plug into the front port, I guess. Yeah, we'll. Okay, so I'm gonna be back once I get this thing to take a mouse or keyboard input, so I'm gonna be back. Okay, so I had to swap to a different keyboard. The keyboard had to be a pain in the butt. So USB general stick, that's what we want. We putting Linux Mint on it, onto the SSD. Here is so what I may do is pause the camera when we get to the Ubuntu desktop. Okay, so we got to the desktop now. So now I can click on install Linux Mint. I can go continue. Continue. And we want to erase the disk and install Linux now. So I'm going to hit install now. And we go continue. However, it does not. Are you using no. Uh-oh. I think I've made it mad, so I didn't know about that, so I'm gonna be back. Or when you see me when I get back, this should be installed correctly. So see you in a little bit. Okay, so I have finished installing a Linux operating system. So let's go back a little. The last scene that you have seen, I was going to use the Linux Mint, but unfortunately it didn't work out. Unfortunately, and one of the thing as you can see, is I had a little bit of install issue. Finally got past that. Then I was moving on to Oracle VirtualBox, and I had some issue with that too. So after a while, I decided to go back to Ubuntu. So that's what I did. I decided to go back to Ubuntu. So we got, if I memorize this, as you can see, we got Ubuntu on this, Ubuntu on this computer. So that's going to be more of surfing on the web and doing email and Facebook, and maybe a couple stuff with my dad, electrical trade, maybe. I am not quite sure, but medical too. So it's casual stuff. Doesn't require a lot of stuff. So as you can tell, is I'm running a virtual box on this machine. and I have Windows 7 running in VirtualBox. So if I click it one more time, go over here, click on it. As you can see, if I go down here, this is a window. So there's going to be Linux and Windows. Now, Linux and Windows, they have different use cases to them. So, Linux is more of doing internet browsing and all that stuff. What Windows going to be is for, like, if we go here, it's going to be used for more of word processing. So that's another thing. Another thing too is medical stuff that require you to access. Funny enough, there is some medical the program we are part of when we check our medical stuff do require Internet Explorer. They don't have Firefox or Google Chrome or Opera set up. They only have Internet Explorer set up with medical stuff. Now, this is not the only thing. Is Windows not great? Not the only thing Windows not going to be used for. It's Windows going to be used for like it's going to be more of loading music onto like an MP3 and or loading music off and on with with my dad have a iPod Nano from Apple. So this is the software I'm going to use. Now there's some additional software, so like you have to add like an Apple support software to this program which I'm using, Football Player. So that's what I'm using. So that stuff it won't out. And I'm using, like I said, VirtualBox. Now, the only thing that I haven't life of me got to work correctly is the USB interface with VirtualBox. So let's see here. Right now it's the option grayed out because Windows is still running. But apparently there's supposed to be a button to add devices. And every time I hit a button to find available devices, it doesn't pick up for whatever reason, and I'm not quite sure why. And I'm trying to get to mainly interface with the printer, and for whatever reason it's not picking up the printer. So even the USB flash drive too, when I have it plugged in, it doesn't pick it up for whatever reason. So if I plug in now, there we go. As you can see, button to recognize my USB stick. But if I try devices, it doesn't pick up my memory stick for whatever reason. So, you know, and I've seen people online that press that button and it shows up a list of devices. And I did install the extension pack for the USB port too. Or I installed the extension pack for VirtualBox. So I've installed that, and I'm not quite sure why. I'm not quite sure which version I have. So if I go cancel, show you which version I'm running. So we are running version 5.0.18 Ubuntu 66, something like that. So that's the version I'm running. So if you want to comment below if you had some issue in the past with this version, let me know. So, but that's the only thing I could not life of me get to work is the printer interfacing with VirtualBox, or getting my USB stick too. So that's the only thing I have not gone to work. You know, and it's not too hard. All you have to do is go in the setting and add some permission to it. So it's really not that hard. But some reason when I go to that option, I don't have it available on my fingertip for whatever reason. So I'm not quite sure what's up with this version, you know, I'm not quite sure. I know when I was installing Ubuntu, I tell Ubuntu, like, install some third-party software to work, to do, like, MPEG, MPG, and MP4, and on lovely accessories, and I told Ubuntu, I checked box a option to update Ubuntu too. So I did check those two options. So I'm not quite sure if those two options is causing Ubuntu. I'm not quite sure if those two options cause Ubuntu to do this now. So I'm not quite sure. So other than that, everything is fine, you know, everything is fine. The one thing I'm kinda disappointed overall is how slow it boot up. And Ubuntu, that's the only annoying thing. So, but, moving on, now, earlier clip, or earlier plan, I was talking about, okay, have a secondary drive, a spare drive with a good operating system. Well, now I decide to change my mind that we move and use that spare hard drive on other machines. So I decided to do that. But as you can see, I still have my old 64 gig SSD still. I have my my old laptop drive, my Scorpio drive that you have seen before. And the funny thing is, I'm not quite sure if I showed you or talked about, I had to move this optical drive down because of the screws, because the screw kind of interferes, so I had to move it down here for now. So, but other than that, everything is doing okay. Kind of sucks that I had to drill out more rivet that I was planning to. I was hoping drill out some rivet that I was hoping that drill like few rivet, have this slide in and out. I didn't expect I was gonna take the whole cage out, break it down, or for this to slide in and out. So I didn't expect that gonna go that way, but hey, it's work. I made it work. So it's doing okay. So like I said, two things I'm really disappointed. One of them is VirtualBox not interfering with my printer or my USB stick. So that's the two things I'm disappointed with VirtualBox. And one of the things I'm kind of disappointed too is how slow it is, oddly enough. So what I'm gonna do is reboot the computer, show you the speed of it. So it shut down relatively quick. And now the computer doing the little diagnostic. Now it's got done. And we up to this pop-up menu, which I have used Linux in the past, and generally it doesn't pop up with this menu. I don't get why. So, I don't get why. I'm not quite sure if checking those two boxes when I was installing Ubuntu have caused some issue or not. So, I am not quite sure if that has caused some effect. So as you can see, we are still in a blink screen. It doesn't snap. It's acting like it's still running like a mechanical hard drive, as you can see. So that's one of the disappointing things. I was hoping for quick snappiness, but unfortunately, it's going to be, it doesn't cause any effect, sadly. And there we go. And you can see how long it really took too. It's when you have a operating system on a solid state drive or an SSD, I should be expecting a fast response on this operating system, but sadly, when it become to the boot up, that's the only time it's slow and sluggish. So you know, and the funny thing too is it seems like when I get hand on a AMD based computer, I feel like I never get along with it. I always get along with the Intel platform pretty well. It works as well I expect it to. But when it comes to like AMD, some reason the hardware never always agree with me. I don't know. You know, I'm not quite sure what's in these AMD that make me doesn't get along with this. So I'm not quite sure why. You know, it's a 2007 computer. It's really No, wait a second. Not 2007. 2010. Duh. It's a 2010 computer, which should perform okay. But oh, it's my luck for whatever reason with hardware. Yeah. But mostly my mom and dad will use it, so I don't have to use it always. So that's a good thing. You know, the only thing I have to help with my mom and dad, or not help. I may have to come in and assist with my mom and dad every once in a while. Being this is Linux, and plus you got Windows mixed into Linux too. So you know, and other thing too is if you want to try VirtualBox, be sure of Google searching. Google search if your processor supports virtualization to make sure. And a lot of time is you may have to go in the BIOS and enable it. A lot of time when you get out of the factory at first, it's always disabled. So sometimes you just have to go in the BIOS and see if you have a virtualization option. So let's be sure, double check on your BIOS. Go in there and just see if you have that option or not. Or you can Google search it, you know. By now there is, Google have handful of these processor, tell you if these if your processor have a virtualization or not. So you know that you might have, you just have to Google search. You know, you just have to do a simple one. It doesn't have to be too complicated. You just have to do a simple Google search. So but it's working right now. Over the weekend, Saturday or Sunday, it's going to be in my mom and dad room, and this is where you're going to see my mom and dad. And I'm never gonna forget the person who have donated. I am very thankful for him to donate a 2010 machine, which I'm surprised. I am just surprised how I got a hand on a 2010. You know, oddly enough, I still have my 2010 laptop. That laptop's not going away anytime soon. You know? Now I know I said in the past it's gonna get handed down, but it's not leaving the house. Only still see it every day. It's with my sister, so you know. And the good thing is, if my sister doesn't need it, or if the laptop doesn't meet her need, she knows to return it, which that's good, because what I'm gonna do is that laptop put on the wall. And so yeah, a lot of people don't let this newer stuff go away. I'm surprised. I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful. It's you know, quite honest, some point he's gonna get a big gift from me. Some point he's gonna get a big gift of thinking of me.
he's gonna get a big gift. I hope he's listening to the video. I really hope. So, I really hope. So, this is a project that I decided to film, and I decided to take hardware that been some hardware, not a lot. Hardware like this plastic adapter, my solid state drive that came out of the custom build Camille, a laptop mechanical drive that came out of my laptop, and they were sitting around. It's kind of like, I might as well just give my parents these hardware. My parents doesn't do the same stuff I do. They don't. So, a lot of time for my parents, for them, it's more of internet browsing. So half time they don't need like a 128 gig SSD. They can get away with, say, 46 gig SSD because we are running Linux, which Linux doesn't hog a lot of space. So, excuse me. So, what I'm gonna do is I've been rambling on. So what I'm gonna do is pause the camera and turn around. So I'm gonna say thank you for watching the video. That does mean a lot. So feel free to give the video plus thumbs up or dislike if you feel like, whatever you feel like. And feel free to Google plus me or hit the subscribe button. Feel free. And check out the video notes below. You find the channel email address that you may have to copy and paste if you are familiar with the copy and paste. And there is an Amazon wish list that can support the channel or help you people help give you people ideas of what component you need in order to build a computer. And there's some laptop and desktop computer that I feel like does have decent hardware to move around. And I'm not gonna say the social link. By the time the video ends, you will see the ending credit of what I'm part of. The one highlight thing I am going to say is feel free to visit my Flickr page with my beautiful photography. So feel free to visit. Feel free. So that's I will catch you next time, people. I will see you later. I will see you people in the next video.